In this video, I want to demonstrate to you how you can use a combination of iOS shortcuts, ChatGPT to automatically create hashtags for Instagram. Now, this will only apply really directly to users of the iPhone and or iPad. So if you're an Android user, this isn't exactly in your wheelhouse, but hey, if you want to stay around and hear my sexy, sexy voice, well, I'll do my best to bring sexy back. We get started by pulling up the Shortcuts app on iOS. The Shortcuts app was designed by Apple and supported by Apple, and it allows users to create their own custom shortcuts. Now, these shortcuts can be task automations, custom workflows. They even support some app integrations, which is what we're going to be using in this video. With the Shortcuts app open, click the little plus symbol right here. We're creating a new shortcut. I'm going to rename this to InstaGPT. We need to start building our actions. All right, so the first one is get images. There we go. Get images from input right here. Then I'm going to click input and select shortcut input. Now at the top, click where it says images and 18 more. Expand this. I'm going to hit clear. Then I'm going to check images only. And then I'm going to hit input from show in share sheet. What that means is when you have a photo open like this and you click the share button, when you scroll down, you should find your shortcut in that list. Now, if you're not using the share sheet, you'll want to prompt the user to select a photo from the photo album. So where it says if there's no input, it says continue, click on continue, select ask for and photos. Click the little arrow by share sheet to expand for a few more options, and just make sure that select multiple is off. Now I'm going to actually delete the get images action. Then I'm going to type set variable. Let's give the variable a name called input image. Now we're not going to reference this image again until the very end of the shortcut, and it just makes it easier just to store it in a variable. All right, now I'm going to type text. Let's pull up a text action. And this text is going to be for the user prompt. So I'm going to ask them, how many hashtags do you need? And then I'm going to type ask for. So we're going to get the ask for input action. And where it says text, click on that and change it to number. And I'm not going to change any options just yet. Let me run this and let's see what it does. So I'm going to hit play and I'm going to select an image. And it's asking me what number. All right, so a couple things is I want to change the header up here, the text it's going to say, and I want to give it a default number. So let's hit cancel. I want to ask the user this, how many hashtags do you need? So we're going to click on where it says prompt, click select variable, select text. That will drop that text into there, and I'm going to give it a default number of 25. We don't want decimal numbers and we don't want negative numbers. Now let's try running this. Select that lake. How many hashtags do you need? 25. Cool. You can add that number up or down. Hit done. And it says 25. Now it's important to note, I believe there's a 30 hashtag limit in Instagram now. So let's put in a little bit of a sanity check just in case someone goes over that limit. So what we need is an if. Type if provided input is greater than 30. Let's drop in another text. Then we're going to drag it up so it's inside the if condition. Instagram does not allow more than 30 hashtags. Please try again. Next, I'm going to type show alert right here. Drag it up. Then I'm going to clear this variable right here, hit select variable and grab that text. I like to use the text action because I think it's just easier to edit the text in. Like when you click on that little field in the action, I just find that to be a really finicky place to work in. So yeah, it does add a little more to the overall shortcut using these text actions, but in my honest opinion, it does make editing overall and maintaining the shortcut a lot easier. Now there is a cancel button, but what I like to do is add one more thing. I'm going to say stop this shortcut. And I'm going to bring up that and drop it right below show alert. So let's test this out. I'm going to hit play and I'm going to grab a photo. How many hashtags do you need? Hail the 199. Instagram does not allow more than 30 hashtags. Please try again. Okay, sweet. All right, now we're going to start talking to ChatGPT. So again, I'm going to create a text action. I keep typing tet. I'm an idiot. Text description of the image to create hashtags for. And I'm going to do another ask for input. We do want text this time. I'm going to click in the prompt, select variable, select that text. Now click the little arrow here to expand it. I just want to make sure that allow multiple lines is enabled. Now we're going to create another text action. Actually, before we do that, let's just run this so you can see what it's doing. So run it, photo, I'm going to leave it at 25. Right here, description for the image to create hashtags for. I'm just going to cancel out of this. All right, cool. Now we're going to create another text action. Now this text action is what we actually pass to ChatGPT. There's going to be like a template, and the template is going to contain some keywords that have been helpful for me to get the responses I need from ChatGPT. Now, early on when I started playing with this, I noticed that, yeah, it would give me a list of tags, but it gave me an actual bullet list, not a inline list with the hashtag character in front of each tag. So I had to change the wording a little bit to get it to behave correctly. And because I don't want to include those keywords every single time, I'm going to make it part of a template here. So again, tet. Is my X key not working? Okay, text. Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to say create, and we're going to get the number of hashtags. So I'm going to say select variable, go up and get that number. All right, so this would be like create 25, create 15, trending, Instagram hashtags on one line. These three words right here are really important to get ChatGPT to behave correctly. And then I'm going to get the description of the image from right here. Let's look at an example how this formatted message is going to be passed to ChatGPT. So I'm going to hit play. I'm going to grab that reflection shot. Yeah, 25 hashtags, description of the image to create hashtags for, sunrise, let's say a sunrise, if I can type, sunrise reflection over Lake Tahoe. When I scroll down, we see the formatted message. It says create 25 trending Instagram hashtags on one line for a sunrise reflection over Lake Tahoe. All right, let's pass this information to ChatGPT. In order to follow along in the next part, please make sure that you have the ChatGPT app installed. Now, I do subscribe to ChatGPT, so if you're using the free tier, I honestly don't know how this is going to work out for you. So if you're having some issues, just kind of let me know in the comments what you run into. I'd be kind of curious where users might trip up if they're using the free version. So I'm going to say ChatGPT, and I'm going to select Ask ChatGPT. Then I'm going to click Message, select Variable, Text. And let's hit this little arrow to expand it. Look at the options. I don't want to start a new chat, and I don't want to have a continuous chat. I'm going to leave Show and Run enabled. 25 hashtags, a sunrise reflection over Lake Tahoe. Done. It's asking. Wait for it. Okay, here we go. Here are 25 trending Instagram hashtags related to a sunrise reflection over Lake Tahoe. So here's all my hashtags. Now, it seems like no matter what I've tried, and I could be doing it wrong, please chime in the comments. No matter what I tell ChatGPT just to return, it always adds a little extra text. Like, yeah, here's what you're asking for. Sometimes it adds text at the end after the hashtags. It always adds some text in the beginning. So I do want to edit that out before I send it over to Instagram. Again, I'm going to add a text action, text, just like that. I'm going to say, please review and edit the caption, if I can spell correctly. Then I'm going to do ask for, I'm going to ask for input again, and we're going to leave this at text. I'm going to hit prompt, select the text I just made right here. Now what we're going to do is a little bit different than before. Expand this, and for the default answer, I'm going to grab the output from ChatGPT. All right, so I'm going to hit select variable, get ask GPT. All right, let's have a look at this. Hit play, select my photo, 25 hashtags, a sunrise over Lake Tahoe. I'm pretty sure you're probably getting really sick of seeing me type that. Hit done. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Okay, hit done. Okay, here we go. Now, what I like to do here is kind of just clean things up a little bit, remove this text, and I could add something like, it was a great weekend for sure. And hit done. There's nothing else to do, but we'll just do this, and it will print everything down here. So a couple things before we move on. Let's turn off show when run on ChatGPT. We don't need that to come up all the time. And now we're ready to post to Instagram. All right. So I'm going to type in Instagram and select post to Instagram. Okay, there we go. Here, the input, clear that variable. We're posting a photo. Remember that variable we made up top at the very beginning called input image? Select that. All right. Now we're going to expand right here where it says caption optional. Click in there, click select variable. I hate every time you hit select variable, it moves me to a different part of the screen. I hate that. All right. I'm going to click provided input right here. Before we move on, let me point out a couple issues, a couple caveats with the Instagram integration with shortcuts. It's not perfect. It's kind of frustrating, actually. The first one is documented, right? I love it when they document. So just type in Instagram. We don't have to click on the action, but click on the information button, the little eye here on the side. Scroll down. Note that Instagram has removed support for the caption field and it no longer works. However, this action will automatically copy the caption to your clipboard so you can easily paste it to Instagram. It would have been nice if it could post directly to Instagram, but at least they tell us. However, there is one issue with this that they did not document. All right, so mostly this looks done, right? This looks like it's good to go. Right, good to go, good to go. So I'm going to hit play. Select my photo, 25 hashtags. Once again, a sunrise over Lake Tahoe with reflections. Done. Wait for it to process. All right. Then I'm just going to remove just this. I'm not going to add anything else. Hit done. Now it should go right to Instagram. Sweet, we're in Instagram. So there's the photo I selected, right? Okay, so I hit feed and it's asking me to pick a photo. What they didn't tell you is the photo that you use in this integration has to be pre-cropped to a square aspect ratio. So let's go to the photo just to prove my point. I'm going to go to crop, go up here, click square, and just hit done. And I'm actually going to run it from right here too. Watch. Okay, so I'm going to do this. There's the photo, InstaGPT, 25 hashtags, morning, sunrise, reflections. over Lake Tahoe, taken with the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Done. Wait for it. Wait for it. All right, so there is all the hashtags it made for me. I'm going to remove this nonsense right here. I would say something like, what a great weekend. Hit done. Share to Instagram. Now I hit feed. Hey, there's my photo. Right now I can apply any filters if I want to. Next. Here's the caption. I'm going to paste. There's everything, right? That's everything I typed just a bit ago. Hit OK. And all I have to do is hit the share button and it will post to Instagram. Shortcuts in iOS are pretty powerful. Granted, some of the app integrations can suck sometimes. Just be ready for some of them to let you down. But when they work, it is kind of handy. This is a fun feature in iOS. I don't think a lot of users know it's there or know how to really leverage it to make themselves more efficient. I hope this information was useful to at least one of you out there. If you appreciate the content of this video and this channel, you don't have to subscribe. A lot of you have over the past few days, obviously. You don't have to smash the like button. You don't have to click any notification bells. What you could do that I'd appreciate is donate to a local animal shelter or donate to cancer research. I would personally appreciate that a lot more. Well, that's all I have for this video. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you again next time.